Oh, snap. Knick-knack was first. Amazing knick-knack. Hello, Eric G. Hello, Knick-knack. Hello, Zen McMillan. Hello, Lollapalooza. And hello, Joseph. How are you guys doing tonight? Hello, DM. How are you guys doing tonight? Are you in for another rollicking fight of a life? We'll see what happens, right? You never know. A lot of weird stuff has happened on these lives. Very weird stuff. Eric G says he just got out of a workout. Very nice, Eric G. Hitting the gym, looks maxing, absolutely incredible. Well, who knows? It could have been a home workout, right? I assumed. It's like the one thing I remember from geometry class. When you assume, you make an ass out of you and me. Brilliant. Absolutely brilliant. Unforgettable. So guys, any questions for me? How's your love life? Or should I just get right into grilling you? Okay. We'll see. And now I'm not going to be able to be on for too long. I've got a deadline tonight, so we got to get into it. You know what I mean? So, yep, I'm just looking for some good ones. And you know what? Maybe I'll just delete this live and we'll go for the TikToks because I got some good ones saved up. We'll see. How? Yep, Knick-knack called it. Baby got you on a deadline. LOB. What does this mean? Or is it lob? Explain, Knick-knack. Okay. All right, I've got one good screenshot in the works. Okay. All right, guys. Anything going on with you guys? Knick-knack, have you been on any dates lately? Are you in a relationship? Let me know. Let's see. DM says gym plus COVID plus flu plus RSV. God knows what else stayed home. Oh, wow, DM. Hopefully you're having a cozy night at home. Yeah. So I think you're saying you have COVID, the flu, and RSV, and something, and God knows what else. That's bad. Keys BTW says, "How can I tell if I'm in love with the thought of her, or if I'm in love with her for her?" Okay. Well, can you give me a little more info about this? Like, do you want a relationship? How long have you known her? How would you describe her? Are you kind of suspicious that maybe there's some bad qualities lurking under the surface and you're romanticizing her too much? Let me know. You think you could be a victim of the halo effect? Vin Dion says she's going on a date soon. She's on the move. Who is this, Vin? Eric says, I mentioned an update on the comment section for your last live, the one I missed, but the comment got deleted. Oh no, Eric J, that's not good. I don't think that was me who deleted it, but sometimes YouTube censors stuff. Knick-knack says, nope, the EC is a wuss and needed a break. Okay, Knick-knack. No problem, take all the time you need. DM says, no, I just don't want to get it. Oh, I gotcha, DM. ARW says he's drinking hot chocolate in bed right now. Ah, the cozy factor, right? Oh, Knick-knack said that her ex. Okay, so let's read this again. Nope, the ex is a wuss and needed a break. Oh, I see. Okay. Lal Goy says, what is the best way to get comfortable about going on dates? Well, go on some dates, right? So the more experience you get going on dates, the more comfortable you'll become going on dates. Now, what's the best way to get dates? Looks max. Work on your photos for your online dating profile. For sure, you'll get more dates that way. That's the easiest way, in my opinion. Um, what do you guys think? Also, perhaps understanding the basic dating etiquette of a date can help prepare you to know that you're not doing anything wildly off or wrong on a date. For that, you can get a consultation with me. So, alchemical fitness. Knick-knack is driving, so I will, okay? Knick-knack. Now, alchemical fitness says getting lots of matches on the dating apps, and the girls reach out first on most occasions, but why do they always open with, hey, or how are you? To B seems low interest. Am I reading too much into it? I wouldn't say you're reading too much into it so much as you are a completely wrong mentality about the whole thing, alchemical fitness. Okay? I'm seeing like a massive glaring error. Okay? First of all, you have to understand that on a dating app, women are going to be low interest. Okay? Because while you think, oh, I'm getting lots of matches, like how many matches do you have? Like 40? 100 max? Well, guess how many they have, okay? 4,000, maybe even more than that, okay? So they are going to be low interest, basically, okay? Because they don't know you. They just got a picture of you, and they got like 4,000 pictures of other guys, too. So just assume they're going to be low interest and don't, you know, get your head out of Andrew Tate's ass. Oh, God, this live's probably going to get censored for saying that, right? Excuse me, YouTube gods, I didn't mean that. Get your head out of, fill in the blanks, gluteus maximus, okay? And understand that you're not going to be the prize to a woman on an online dating app. And it's very common for them to say, hey, or how are you? Because, they're bored. They've been, it's kind of like all the guys are the same to them. So they're not going to put too much effort into it. And also it's kind of like counter to the female mindset and the female dating philosophy to be overly invested in somebody that they barely know and maybe probably won't even meet. So, yeah, you're thinking about it all wrong. It's just this is normal, this is natural, and the sooner you accept it, the better. And the more you think, oh no, like they got to show high interest and they got to give me a full on message or else I'm not messaging them, the more you'll get zero dates on online dating, in my opinion. So actually just, roll with the punches. Someone says, hey, yeah, it's low interest. Just work with it. Okay. Just be like, hey, just try to get the conversation going. That's how you got to do it. Okay. Because they're not going to be high interest at first. That's going to come in time when you actually get them on the date and you actually make out and you actually have sex. Does that make sense? So yeah. Um okay, alchemical fitness says yes, thank you. Okay, alchemical fitness, I was a bit harsh on you, but yeah. Okay. Good question though. Okay, so then let's see what Kiza says. I've known her for about a year and I've always liked her and she seems much perfect in my eyes. But I feel like there's a lot of bad qualities about her I'm overlooking that I shouldn't. But I might be overthinking it. Well, let me ask you this, Kiza BTW. Are you guys friends? Have you guys flirted? Do you have her number? And have you asked her on a date? Okay, because before even wondering like what she would be like long term, just actually get on a date. You know what I'm saying? Because you're not even gonna have reason to worry about what she's like as a person deep down or whether you guys would be good long term if you don't even have the option of dating her. You know what I'm saying? So first, answer me that. Okay. All right, guys. Speaking of which, let's do a little quiz, okay? Because this is actually relevant. Okay, guys? Online dating screenshot. Let's go. This girl says, oh, sorry. This guy comments on her picture, right? Thinking you're worth the drive. Convince me. Okay. Was this a good line or not? Hopefully you didn't see the thing below, but was this good or not? Get your answers in. Thinking you're worth the drive. Convince me. Is this the sign of a high value man? Let's see. Okay. ARW says, seems a little desperate. Bob Bill says, the girl should drive to Chad. Exactly. That's the mentality he's kind of thinking, right? Thinking you're worth the drive. Convince me. Subtext, saying the quiet part out loud. The girl should drive to Chad, right? So Bob Bill thinks it's great. Eric G says, convince me destroys any subtlety. It's not smooth at all. So Eric thinks it's not smooth. Jay says no. Roman says hi. ATP says no. Hey, Russell Cameron Thomas, how are you? Bob Bill says, so many TikToks of girls that fly to Chad's, right? So it should work, right? All right, get your answers in. Get your answers in. Joseph says he thinks it comes off as arrogant, so it's a no for Joseph. Eric G says, God, no. Samuel Navas says, finally alive. Hello, Samuel. Alchemical Fitness says he wants her to qualify herself. Yes, Alchemical Fitness. He's perhaps been watching the same YouTube videos as you have, and he's thinking it's a great move, right? Because it's like he doesn't want a girl who's low interest. He wants a girl who's high interest. So is it a good one? Thinking you're worth the drive. Convince me. Saying the quiet part out loud. Convince me you're high interest and not low interest. Correct? So, will it work or not? Alchemical Fitness. Okay. All right, guys, get your answers in. Al Hassan Bulasri says, hey, smile. Do you want to get blocked, Al Hassan? Because that's grounds for getting blocked on this channel. So I'll give you one more chance. Perhaps you can repent in the comments, but if you continue saying, what? Women should smile, you're definitely getting blocked. So, oh, Nani has arrived. Thank you so much, Nani, for your super chat. He said, I complimented a woman and said, that's so wholesome of you. I'm glad you exist in this world. She helps her personal cleaners and they go to TJ Maxx afterwards. Wonderful female gaze compliment, Nani. I love it. That's so wholesome of you. I'm glad you exist in this world. Perfection. She helps her personal cleaners and they go to TJ Maxx afterwards. Ah, wonderful. Wonderful. I love it. How did she respond? And thank you so much for the super chat, Nani, and for sharing your adventures in the chat. Now, guys, let's get back to the quiz. Okay. We got some people thinking it was great. Some people think it was bad. Okay. Any last minute answers? Okay, guys. Guess what she clapped back with? I'm actually not in the business of convincing men of my worth. Peace. I don't think she liked it. Do you? No. So the guy tried to recover, right? And he goes, sold. Ha 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 ha. I am often in the area. We'll reach out when headed down to see if you'd like to go out. I'm in relatively good shape despite frequenting blank every time I'm there, or whatever. Every time I'm down there. Yes, Eric G, he got burned badly. Okay, so that's what happens, my friend, Alchemical Fitness, when you try to say, oh, you got to be high interest up front based off nothing. Okay, they're not going to like it. No, no, no. That's going to be a typical response. And the group I got this from, it was like, 500 laugh reacts from women thinking, you're kidding me. You're actually kidding me. You think this line, thinking you're worth the drive, convince me works. The reason why it doesn't work is because she doesn't need that guy, because she's got like 4,000 other guys. Do you see what I'm saying? So it's just never going to work. It's like, let's say you applied for a job and you said, thinking you're worth the drive, convince me. They're not going to try to convince you. You know what I'm saying? They're just going to be like, just, this guy's crazy. So, yeah. And Nani says, she said, thank you. Same to you always. Crying emoji, heart emoji. Also, I'm in the rabbit hole of feminism lately. I came to the conclusion that most men aren't empathetic, only thrive on logic. Okay, wow. Guys, we've got a defector. This guy actually likes feminism. What do you guys say? No, just kidding. I think it's wonderful. Yes, I am a feminist. Yes, there's a lot you guys can learn from feminism. Do I think you should identify as feminist? Yes. Okay. Cue a riot in the comments. But yes, there's a lot to feminism, and there's a lot of, baggage men have when it comes to understanding what women see in feminism. And to really understand the female gaze, you definitely need to understand feminism. Now, a lot of people don't want to do it, okay? They want to make feminism the fantasy villain. It's not, guys, okay? So, wonderful, Nani. So, Knick-Knack. Seriously, Knick-Knack. Not you? Why not? Let's hear it. All right, here come all the guys who are saying, what? Really? You're a feminist? I'm out, okay? Goodbye, MGTOW, right? Go your own way if you must. Goodbye, Dr. Geek. Samuel Navas says, what should we learn about feminism? Great question, Samuel. I enjoy the willingness to learn. Okay, what do you guys need to learn about feminism? Feminism is very important to women. It basically describes issues that society doesn't care about, that women feel deeply, okay? It describes ways that, women suffer, that women struggle, that they don't feel men understand. And so if you can understand why those issues are relevant to them, you can have deep empathy and understanding for women, and your relationships will work better, dating will go better, and, everything will go better, okay? You actually understand women on the deepest possible level. All right? So that is why you should learn about feminism. ARW says, yeah, they don't give a F about our struggles. Yeah, I mean, not all feminists are men's rights activists, but two wrongs don't make a right. Okay. Hello. Oh, it's Beardo.
Hey.
Hi, Dad.
71 viewers and only 31 likes.
Yeah, because I don't think I did a very good screenshot title for this one, but
Oh, is that why? So Victoria thinks she's not doing a very good job, and that's why you guys aren't hitting the like button. Is that true?
David, another thing is I just brought up how I'm a feminist, and now people are insanely triggered. Not you, Nick Knox, some other people. There's Dr. Geek. Okay. Guys, you got any questions for Beardo or
Tristan?
Or Tristan. All right, and I'm going to block you. I'm going to block any anti-feminists. Not you, Nick Knock, though. Just people who are mean. Okay. ARW says, any beard growth sups?
No. I'm really not a very good, beard care person. I just let it grow.
Eric G says, so it really depends. Not every woman is a feminist, nor is every woman the villain red pillars like to construct. Not every woman needs to be a feminist for you to know that understanding feminism will help you understand women deeply. Even if a woman doesn't identify as a feminist ideas and concept can still help you understand the, how do I say this, female land that women live in, female culture. Okay. And also, Eric G, do you know what mansplaining is? Because that was a bit of a mansplain, something that feminism talks about. Okay, so this is like an example of something that, if you understand the concept of mansplaining, you will not mansplain and you will not annoy women unintentionally.
Get your questions in now, guys. This live has to end in half an hour.
Yep. So, yeah. Iman of Earth says, thank you for what you do. It is so important. Thank you so much, Iman of Earth. That is very nice.
Good job.
Thank you. Rare Prices. If women often want a guy to ask them out, why is it that they go entirely the other way sometimes and just pretend they don't? Give me more of an example. Like, what do you mean they pretend they don't? Like, is it like they act shy, or they like run and hide if the guy tries to talk to them, or like what is it exactly that you're observing? Bradley says Beardo's beard is epic. The beard deserves its own channel.
Mm-hmm.
It has one.
Yeah.
Beard O Speaks. YouTube, right?
Only has one video though, really.
And the video is epic. I'll put it in the chat. Beardo Speaks.
I think it's Beardo Speaks YT.
Yep.
Beardo Speaks.
Yep, I put that in the chat. So, all right, guys. Ask Beardo a question and I'll get another quiz question for y'all because about half of you failed the last one. Okay? All right. Okay, guys. Here is a comment on my channel. And you tell me what's wrong with this comment.
Who's that sexy lady at the top?
Uh-oh, I lost it, dude.
So,
Eric G says he's impatient for the next quiz question. Wait, Rare Price says, like, they'll act like they don't like the guy to the guy, but behind the guy's back, they'll tell their friends about him and tell them she wants him to make a move. Okay, two things. One, shyness, okay? Girls never have to approach guys because guys will approach them. So they're never forced to approach a guy. Okay. Two, in female land, girls are not supposed to approach guys. Okay? Because that's basically seen as low value. That's seen as desperate. That's seen as needy. Because it's like so many guys approach them, why would they have to approach a guy?
Not to mention, they're told like if you approach a guy, you'll scare him off.
Yep.
The guy wants to be in charge.
Very true. There's also a third thing, which Beardo brought up, which is the dating advice that they receive from all women in their life and female dating coaches says, men are hunters. Men enjoy the chase. Men enjoy competition. If he wanted to, he would. Therefore, if you are direct, if you are aggressive, you are masculine and he won't be attracted to you. And he'll just be attracted to some feminine woman who is completely passive. Okay? So even if they wanted to, they're not going to do it because they're afraid that it will make you less attracted to them. Okay. ARW, you're about to be blocked too. I don't even know if I'm going to give you another chance. I'm going to think about it. No, I think I'll just block you.
Bye-bye.
Bye. So, Rare Price says, that was actually a really good answer. Thank you. Very good, Rare Price. I'm glad you're learning something. Knickknack says, do you have any friends, Beardo? Guys with beards, preferably.
Victoria's my friend.
Oh, no, he didn't, Knick-Knack.
Victoria's my best friend.
No, he didn't. Hopefully you're not picking up what he's putting down. So, Iman Aver says, what are your thoughts on recovering a fumble?
If you're a big guy, following it. If you're a little guy, scoop and score.
Okay, that must have been some sports talk there. Samuel Navas says, what do you think of the pre-selection concept? So is that like girls like guys who other girls like? Or is there more to it than that, Samuel? Because, I mean, I think there's a lot to it. One Ear Dog says, how do you feel about these men on the internet who comment that women need to do the approach in modern society? First thing I think is when I see the term modern society, I throw up a little in my mouth. Okay? Never use the term modern society. It's an instant tell that you are a ... cell, right? Okay? So never say modern society and never say modern women. Just strike it from your vocabulary if you don't want women to flee from you like a wild animal. Okay? Secondly, how do you feel about these men on the internet who comment that women need to do the approach? They have been watching too many red pill videos and have not been actually getting on any dates or having any sex, so they do not know what they're talking about at all. Okay? Because in real life, you got to do the approaching, unless you want to look smack so hard that you become Chad, and then the more Chad you become, the less you will need to do much at all. However, it will still bite you in the butt later on down the line, because you will not develop the masculine attitude that you need. And let's say you get into a relationship, it will come back to haunt you. Because even though the girl, let's say, made the first move, she's still going to want you eventually to act like a man. Okay? And you're not going to, because you're thinking, oh, men are the prize. Okay, so you're going to have problems and insecurities in your relationships, guaranteed. And that's a straight up truth bomb for you.
Has chat angered you today?
Yep, the chat has angered me. 2 people insulted me. You poked the bull, and now I'm mad, and you're all getting truth bombs. Okay? So you're all getting like massive truth bombs.
Don't poke the mama bear.
Yep. Okay. So Mr. Saibo says, women in public stare at me as they walk with their boyfriends. What's that all about? I will effing destroy you, Mr. Seifel, okay? Eye contact, my guy. It's a thing, okay? If you think you're attractive, just say that. Do you know what I'm saying? Or if you just want to know, like, do people lock eyes in public? They do. Okay? They do. All right? Maybe you're good looking. Maybe you just want to brag on the internet about it. It could be one of the two, right? It could also be they're just meeting eyes with you, and you're so desperate, you just like fantasize about it constantly, and you think like, could I be attractive? I don't know, my guy. Okay.
Test out your theory on single women.
Yes. Very good point, Beardo. Akil Sharma, thank you so much. He super chatted me. I really appreciate that, Akil. And if you have a comment, I will be looking for it. And hopefully, I will not truth bomb you so hard that you regret ever giving me $4.99, Akil. I am sorry. Hey, Jarmello. He says, wow, you got a baby now. Yes, I do. Oh, but wait, I thought like you hit the wall and then you're single and you only have cats. And you just live with like 1,001 cats. Right? Wrong. Oh, I thought you ended up alone and lonely. Wrong. Okay?
I thought if you have a high body count, you can't pair bond.
Oh, yeah, but like, how can you pair bond? Yeah. Well, guess what? I pair bonded so hard on this guy.
Believe me, she's pair bonded hard.
Very hard.
On both these guys.
Okay. But what? You have a body count of thousands? That's disgusting. Yeah, I do, my guys. Thousands. That's why I know about sex, and you guys don't. That's why you guys are still virgins and complaining about people who want to have sex, and I'm actually having sex or having had lots of sex, okay?
Why do you tell them it's thousands?
Because I just want to shock them because they need to be
Oh.
shocked because they're very, fragile.
Yeah.
And if they think a girl has a body count of 3, they're like, I'm not sure about that. Any
Right.
virgins? Please, virgins. I need some virgins. Well, guess what? They're not coming, and guess what? They're all asexual.
Yeah.
Okay? So how about you get a sex positive attitude and actually start having sex and stop looking for validation from filtered women online or anime drawings online and actually going on dates and trying to have sex. Please, my guys. And Knick-Knack, my woman.
They don't even have to draw them anymore, Tor. AI generated.
Yeah, your AI
Now.
generated women who are virgins, like, AI, please draw me a woman who is a virgin and has a bra size 77Z and a waist size of 10 inches and weighs 99 pounds. No fat chicks, please. Yeah. Okay.
Some of these guys are going to try that comp later tonight.
Yep. Iman of Earth, thank you so much, Iman. I really appreciate your super chat. And please, I hope I don't offend you, Iman. And if you have a question, please let me know. Okay? Because you guys are getting the feisty side of me today. Okay? Because you made me mad. All right? Knick-Knack says, y'all asked for it. LOLB. What does LOLB mean, Knick-Knack? Please let me know. I'm not up to date on all your wonderful, what are they called? Whatever.
Emojis?
No, like when it's like letters. Okay. All right, Luke says acronyms, yeah. Doing. Acronyms, right? Jordan says, never seen you heated before. Lol. Yeah, what's that about, right? I thought women were just like emotional beings, right? So shouldn't I be like constantly getting heated because it's just like emotional mess in there? Right? That's what you guys think about women, right? Just emotions, no logic.
Okay.
No logic to even ask ChatGPT, point out the flaws in my logic, which is what I do.
David and Tristan, out.
Okay. Okay. Knick-Knack says we're best friends. Wonderful, Knick-Knack. All right, Tollies, he says, hey, Victoria, why, in your opinion, women play the game of stop texting suddenly when you know they like you? Because women love games. Just kidding. I just said what you guys want to hear. Okay, moving on. Are they trying to gain more investment? Or she has somebody, but she likes you and she's kind of torn? Okay. It could be either. Okay, she could be trying to play hard to get and gain more investment, yes. Or she could actually be busy or actually started disliking you. So, I would need more context to know, but it's definitely could be, trying to get you to be more interested in her, or she could have moved on. So, really, it's hard to tell just from that. Okay. Hello, Adam. Jordan says, I've only seen you be super calm before. Trust me, I'm cool with you being passionate, lol. Wow, I'm really glad I have your approval, Jorn. Therefore, I will continue to be angry in order to please you, Jorn. Okay, this is why you guys need to learn about feminism, because you will see why that's kind of an annoying comment. Okay. Kamir Mew says, why women lose interest when they get to know the guy fully? Okay, well, this seems to be like your problem. Women lose interest in you when they get to know you fully. Okay, because with other guys, they don't lose interest. So what do you think it could be, Kamir? Thank you so much. All horse racing, all time. Thank you so much. I really appreciate that. He says, "Hi, Victoria. Congratulations and best to you, your husband, and the new baby. I saw your live and wanted to say hello. Can't watch now, but look forward to listening to the replay later tonight. Rock on." Thank you so much, all horse racing. And I hate to inform you, I'm kind of like being very negative tonight. So hopefully you will not be shocked and horrified and unsubscribe and sue me in small claims court to get back your super chat because you're disappointed. All right. But I really do appreciate that very much. Thank you. Okay. Rare prices. I know a girl who's crazily mean to me constantly and almost bullies me really badly, but then she'll also do some of the sweetest things ever. I'm confused by the hot coldness. What's the deal here? I'm going to need an actual example. Rare prize. Okay. A very doe says, went on a second date and it was great. Attracted to each other and hung hours and texted after. Next morning, she's not in the right headspace. What happened between that night and the next morning? Could have been a lot of things, a very doe. So copy and paste the full text in the chat, okay? I mean, my first guess is that she's thinking of like, do I want to date this guy seriously? And then she's thinking, there's something about him that maybe makes him not good long-term potential. Like maybe she realized you don't have like the right job, or maybe she realized like you're different religions and it will never work out or something like that. Okay. And so she's probably just like, I'm not even going to get into this situation, even though it was fun and it was nice. However, this is not the end of things. This is not the end of the world. You know, if you keep hanging out, she might change her mind. All right. But if I see the full text, I'll be able to know more. Okay. Oh, knickknacks making me laugh. So, okay, which one should I accept? All right, guys, I don't have much more time left. So if you want to get roasted, give me your question. Franz says, do you think it's problematic that men don't approach women as strangers anymore? Is it a good thing? Well, Franz, some men are approaching women as strangers. Okay, just not men who hang out watching the red pill videos. Do you know what I'm saying? Some men are still doing it. Okay, so do I think it's problematic that men are using the excuse that men are no longer approaching women? Good men no longer care. Yeah, I do think it's problematic because they're coping very, very, very hard and using any excuse they can to avoid rejection. Okay. So, yes, it's extremely problematic because they don't seem to see that it's a complete cope. Okay. And if they actually wanted to face their fears, they'd get dating coaching or just force themselves to get over it. Okay. Because trust me, there are men out there who are dating and there are men out there who are approaching women. It's just, guys online that say, oh, we men, MGTOW, we are avoiding women. Yeah, yeah, that is a problem. That is a problem because you'll never meet any women and you'll be celibate forever. Okay? Eric G says, I was going to mention a cope 30 minutes ago, red pillars use. I'm very logical. 100%. Okay? They think that's the emotional beings fallacy, which I talk about in the last video I published on my channel. That's not alive. Yeah. So, okay. Lollipop Man says, an escort I hired 16 months ago reached out to me asking how I am and said she was thinking of me. Any chance there's something there, or is she just trying to prompt a repeat booking? She's trying to prompt a repeat booking, Lollipop Man. 999 times out of 1,000. Okay, there's a small, tiny chance, but until there's like insane chemistry in person, don't read into it. Eric G, I'm gonna have to mute you because you're doing some mom shaming here. He's with his dad. Okay, so should you be dad shaming him for not comforting the baby? David. David.
Yeah.
Does he still have a bottle?
Yep.
Okay. So, all right. Totally says, have you ever said to a good-looking guy that you have a boyfriend, somebody you seeing as a mean of making him chaste or trying to see his real intentions? No. No, I have not. Okay. That I don't think a girl would use that technique. If he's a good-looking guy and the girl's interested in that guy, they might like hide they have a boyfriend, but they're not going to say I'm taken. Kamir says, how can we vibe with women and stop too logical? Well, you can actually try to understand women. Use your logic, your so-called logic, your purported logic for good, and logically understand the premises of female culture logically. Okay? Instead of talking about how logical you are, actually apply your logic to understanding women. Okay? And the first thing you need to know is that if you constantly talk about how logical you are, that's offensive to women and it's also illogical. Okay, you can ask ChatGPT about that one. Okay, guys. So with Altitude says, how often do you think women regret cheating on a man? They act so cold with zero remorse. How many times have you been cheated on, Style with Altitude? Because, this sounds like somebody. This is harsh, but why are you picking people who constantly cheat on you? Why are you having relationships like where she can't be honest with you and she can't be open with you? Or why are you picking people who lie? Why are you picking people who don't value honesty? Is it because they're hot? Or they're the hottest you can get? Is that what you're filtering for? Beauty? Or is honesty actually important to you? Okay. But Bill, I know this is kind of like a safe space for you, but obviously, your comments are basically like an instant tell that you're a virgin. Okay. So I don't know if it's just like a comedy routine at this point or just like a joke, but I hope like you're slowly, getting rid of these mentalities one by coming to my lives. But I honestly feel bad because I'm like, these mentalities are going to trap you for life. Okay. I won't say the red pill has rotted your brain, but the red pill has got you in its grip. Okay. So that's me being straight up honest with you. So Act says, I'm trying to get over the fear of rejection, but it's pretty hard. It is hard, Act I would get dating coaching. Okay. I wouldn't just try to do it alone. Okay. It's too hard. So, Stella with Attitude says, people wear masks and lie. Loyalty is everything to a man. This whole thing about loyalty, it's like, you shouldn't need someone to like value loyalty. It's like if you guys actually have a good connection, if you're actually having good sex, and if you have an open and honest relationship where you can talk about sex with each other, you can talk about people you're attracted to, you can even open up your relationship, you won't need loyalty. Loyalty is just, in my opinion, a bit insecure. It's like, even though I'm not earning your loyalty, give me your loyalty. It's just a bit, I don't know. Kamir Muse says, can you tell us the difference between bad boys and nice guys in women's eyes? Sure. Okay. Nice guys are very lame, are very boring. It's like you guys think you're a nice guy. What a woman sees is you don't know how to talk to women, you don't understand women, you bore women. What you think is nice does not actually come across as nice at all to women because you refuse to understand things like feminist concepts that women care about, okay, and you put your foot in your mouth all the time, you come across insecure, you come across desperate, and it doesn't, what you guys think is nice, women find like insanely annoying, volatile, and pathetic, okay? And bad boys, while they are bad, at least they seem to understand women better. They know how to talk to women. And they actually are somewhat fun to talk to. Okay. And somewhat exciting and possibly good in bed. Okay. So, yeah. Rare Price says she'll pick on my insecurities like calling me lonely, make fun of my hairline, and blatantly ignore me. Then she'll make me tea, remember things, and act like a mom. Some people flirt like that, Rare Prize, okay? But I don't know why you're like thinking about it so much. Try to flirt with her, try to get her on a date, try to kiss her, and try to make out with her. Don't wonder so much about whether she does or doesn't like you and try to piece it, piece by piece, take it apart. You'll be doing this for years and you'll become very creepy. Okay. I've gotten the creepiest emails in the world from people who have been trying to dissect whether a girl does or does not like them with like 100 pieces of evidence that makes them look like a stalker, talking about how they've been trying to dissect this for years. Okay. At that point, you become a stalker. So please just freaking ask her out, or just freaking try to get her number, or just freaking try to make a move, or just freaking try to kiss her, whatever it takes. Okay. But do not try to be like Mr. CIA over here. Okay. And try to figure it out. If you get the vibe that she's flirting with you, just go for it and get rejected. Okay. Why don't you? Or not? Okay. Battle Ghost says, hey, sorry for my English. I want to ask you that I'm in a relationship with a girl. It's been 3 months and I asked her to go on a date, but she is saying, let's meet after 2 months. What should I do? Definitely break up with her and date somebody else. Okay. I don't know what this is. She can only meet with you in 2 months and you have to wait for her for 2 months. No. Kamir says, what makes women to sleep with a guy without commitment? Well, being hot helps. Okay. Knowing how to talk to women helps. Being kind of like calm helps. Like calmly confident, helps. Okay. Knowing basic dating etiquette helps. Yeah. I mean, not accepting a girl who says, you must be in a committed relationship with me before we sleep together helps. So, exactly, style without altitude, 100%. Veritas is replying to you from earlier. Great hanging out with you. Not in the right headspace for a relationship right now. Don't want to waste your time. Really glad we met and hope we can stay in touch and be friends. Oof. That's fine. Okay. And you know what? You can be friends. And guess what? You can still make a move. Okay. Maybe you don't actually really even want to be friends with this girl. Okay. But you can stay in friends. Maybe she can introduce you to another friend. And guess what? If there's chemistry, you can still make a move. Okay. She's like, ew, I said that we were supposed to be friends. Okay. Now you're not friends anymore. Okay. But maybe she's like, you know what? Okay, cool. I kind of respect that guy. All right. And if she still wants to reject you, just date someone else. I mean, this isn't that bad. Okay. It's not over. It was her. I mean, there's been many a time someone sent a text like that and they stayed friends and they still hooked up, in other words. So, yeah. But for some reason, she didn't like something about you. You don't know what. Okay. But she wants to be friends. She liked hanging out. It doesn't have to be over. However, if you try again and she rejects you, maybe it's over then. So Flo Mike says, what is dominance from a woman's perspective? Watch Planet Earth. Watch a nature documentary. Okay? You will notice dominance is a thing, not just with females, but females in every single species in the animal kingdom, basically. Okay? So, what is it from a woman's perspective? It's basically knowing that a guy has got your back, can protect you from other guys who are trying to kill you and your children, okay? And that he's strong, that he's fit enough to do so. That's dominance, and there's different ways of displaying that, okay? Watch Planet Earth, my guys. You will see it. Vladimir says, what are the signs of a girl is flirting with you? You should not be asking that question. You should not be asking that question unless you want to become a beta simp green light man. Okay, this YouTube live is definitely going to get taken down because I use some not nice language. Camera says, can you repeat the movie's name? Planet Earth. Planet Earth 1, Planet Earth 2, and Planet Earth 3. They are nature documentaries. Roughneck Delta, no. YouTube has like a new algorithm which flags you. I don't know. They flagged me for like nothing. Jester says, she's saying act like a male animal. Not exactly. I'm saying you will understand dominance and the concept of dominance if you watch the mating displays of different species. Okay? I am not saying ignore consent. Okay? Because guess what? Animals consent. The men fight it out in many species, And then the women consent to being with them. The winner. Consent to being with the winner. That's only some mating behaviors, okay? There's a lot of other kinds, but there's dominant displays of different types in almost every single species. Jonathan Tapia says, "Hi, Olaf, very nice to meet you. How can I be a good conversationalist with the girls I like when some girls have considered me boring or that I interrogate like a police officer? I just want to know them." Yeah, well, yeah, you can't just do too many questions, one after the other, right in a row, without sharing stuff about yourself, without flirting, without teasing, without complimenting, without physical touch. Those things go a long way, especially on a date. OG says, "When on first date, chemistry was good, but she told me a day later she's talking to someone currently and doesn't want to lead me on. I had to reach out to her though, so unless she shows more interest, no." Yeah. No. And yeah. Okay. Thank you so much for your super chat. Welcome. He says, "I had the consultation from you. You shared some insight. How a woman gives off mixed feelings can be a good thing. Can you share that to the audience?" Can you? I don't remember, Welcome, what I said to you. So, can you give me some more context around this? What situation did I say mixed feelings can be a good thing? I mean, I could picture myself saying it, but I'm just wondering what the context is. Can you let me know? And thank you so much for your super chat. Welcome. And also, what's your real name? Because obviously your name isn't Welcome. So, who are you? Reveal your identity, please. Manuel Gonzalez, thank you so much for your super chat. He says, "I did so well at dating that I got an STD. Do I need a new dating coach, or do you think you can help give me some perspective on this in the meeting?" Unfortunately, Manuel, I think you might need a dating coach who specializes in that, okay, because I don't have experience with that. So I know there are dating coaches who do. So thank you so much, Manuel, for your super chat, and I'm sorry to hear that. Joseph, thank you so much for your super chat. He says, "I'm dating a woman who likes me more than I do her. I enjoy taking her out." Wait, I'm dating a woman who likes me more than I do her. "I enjoy taking her out and sex. What can I do to convey I don't see a long-term relationship?" Okay, Joseph, you simply say, you don't have to say anything, okay? But if you want to be like super ethical, really like nice guy, and you don't mind just blowing the whole thing up, you can just, let's say after you had sex, you can just say something like, "I have to talk to you about something." You got to load it up with compliments. Be like, "You're so fucking hot. I love having sex with you. You're gorgeous. You're stunning. You're beautiful. You're interesting. You're smart. But I have to be honest with you. I'm not in a place in my life where I can be in a long-term relationship. Okay? I working on my business." It doesn't even have to be, you can kind of be vague with it. Okay? So I want to be honest with you and I want you to know that. However, I would love to keep doing what we're doing. I just know I can't live with myself if I lead you on. And then she might say, "Yeah, that's fine. Like, I'll be friends with benefits," or, "I don't mind. I like seeing you too." Because this way you don't insult her. Okay? You don't say like, "Oh, you're not a 10. You're only a 6.798," or whatever. Okay? You don't say you're bad in bed. You don't say I don't find you interesting. You don't say you're not good enough for me to spend time with, okay? You're not insulting her. And so she's kind of like her defenses are lowered. She can say, "You know what? Okay, fine. Maybe this is just a friends with benefits thing." Or, "Hey, maybe I want to cut this off." Do you know what I'm saying? But that's what you should do if you want to be super ethical about it. Knick knack. Thank you so much for your super chat, Knick knack. And she says, "Will you marry me?" I do, Knick knack. I do. Okay. So I guess that makes us engaged. But seriously, Nick Nack, I really appreciate your support 100% of the time. And thank you so much for your super chat. Very kind of you, Nick Nack. Very kind. Very kind. So, all right, guys. I think I got to be winding down, my guys. Last question. Get him in, because I got to go, okay? Rare prices. If a girl reaches out to me and drops hints she is into me and I ignore them, would that make her not like me and hate me for it? You're asking the wrong question, Rare Prize, yet again. Okay. The question is, do you like this girl? You have not said if you like this girl. What does it matter if she likes you or hates you if you don't even like her? Because why would you be ignoring them if you like her? So I'm confused. Nani, thank you so much for your super chat. I really appreciate it. Wow, very generous, Nani. Thank you. He says, while I was in the feminism world, someone highlighted that men that suffer loneliness because they thrive on logic or fit in, they don't know true support, and women live longer because they support one another. I love it. Yes, Nani, that is something they discuss in the feminist circles a lot. They call it like the so-called male loneliness epidemic. They don't have much empathy for it, okay? I'm not saying every feminist TikTok is roses and butterflies, okay? But the concepts beneath them can be educational, okay? You have to take them with a grain of salt and try to learn what the grain of truth they're talking about is. So just like Nani's doing. So yes, there's a big thing they talk about. They make fun of the male loneliness epidemic because they believe men bring it on themselves because they don't have good social skills. Okay, they don't support each other. They aren't empathetic with each other. They don't actually try to get to know their friends deeply. Okay, some do, right? But like the stereotype is like you could be like friends with a guy for like 30 years and not know he's married or whatever. Like there's a lot of funny TikTok jokes about that, right? So they think like men bring it upon themselves. So that's kind of the interesting idea. What do you think? What do you guys think? Nani says he loves it. Nani is brave to face the fury, okay, of the feminist TikToks, going right into the fire, going right into the opposite team's playbook. Very, very good student. Nani is. Thank you so much, Nani, for the super chat. And let us know any other feminist TikToks you found interesting and possibly helpful. And Pepper super chatted me. Thank you so much, Pepper. And he says, thank you. Your vids always help. Oh, thank you so much, Pepper. And if you have any other questions, let me know because maybe I can answer it before I've got to go. And thank you so much for your super chat. And I'm glad they are helping you. Craft says, should we plan a serious relationship with a girl even if she has had a bad past? She slept with 8 guys after the breakup and she had trauma, so I don't know. None of these things should weigh on you. Okay. She has a bad past. Okay. Many people have a bad past. What specifically? She slept with 8 guys. That's not a bad thing. That's called sexual freedom, my guy. That's called sex positivity. That's called her having a sex drive. That's called women liking sex. That's a good thing if you like sex, okay? If you're asexual, then, oh no, she slept with 8 guys. What am I going to do because I'm asexual? That's terrible, right? But if you like having sex, don't you think it's a good thing that she likes sex enough to have sex with 8 guys? Because guess what? If you're in a relationship with her, hopefully you sleep with her more than 8 times. Okay? So that should have nothing to do with it. Oh, but her body count is more than 1. I was hoping for a virgin. Okay, well that's how you guys get manipulated. Because you get promised the virgins in heaven, okay? And you're all like, "Oh, sign me up." You know what I'm saying? And she had trauma. Well, guess what? All girls have trauma. Literally all girls have trauma. And guess what? All guys have trauma. Okay? Maybe they don't admit it. Everyone has trauma. The word is basically meaningless because, it can mean like anything from like a person didn't sit with you while you were having upset feelings to like massive post traumatic stress disorder trauma. Okay? So none of these things matter. Okay? Should we plan a serious relationship? You're going to need more information than that. Than just, she has a body count of 8 and she has trauma. That's every single woman and person on planet Earth. Jordan says the amount of guys she slept with isn't exactly the problem. It is not the problem. If she brings attachment from those relationships and projects all kind of BS from those relationships onto you, then that's different. That's everyone. Everyone is going to be, learning from their past relationships and kind of like influenced by that in the future. That is also not an issue, in my opinion. Okay, maybe you could disagree with me, Jordan. You probably do. So yeah. Bob Bill says 8 minimum, probably in one weekend. You would be lucky, Bob Bill, to sleep with the woman who slept with 8 guys in one weekend. Okay, she'd probably blow your mind, and that'd be the first sex you've had in your whole life. Okay, and it'd be good. So you'd be very, very lucky. So I don't know who you think you're fooling, trying to pretend like, oh, that's trash. You would fucking love it, and you know it. So I don't know. Let's be real. So anyway. Eric says, thank you. Anyone who uses the word trauma, honestly, hasn't gone through actual trauma, i.e. watching your parents get divorced, getting beaten by one of them. That's traumatic. That's very traumatic. Abuse. I would say the real term. I just don't know if YouTube's going to totally censor me. Yes, that is traumatic for sure. And I hope that hasn't happened to you, Eric, but, knowing the statistics, it might have. I don't know. Nick Neck says, I do what I want and I'm not apologizing for it. Like it or leave it, doesn't affect me. I'm always be me. 100% Nick Nack. Bob Bill says, maybe, but I wouldn't get in a serious relationship and risk half my stuff. You could get in a serious relationship and not get married. Ever think of that, Bob Bill? Wow. Brilliant, right? Beardo Speaks says, are you keeping an eye on the time or are you seeing too much red? My bad, Beardo. My bad. Well, guys, I gotta wind down, all right? Beardo's telling me it's time to go. All right? So, welcome, because he's super chat me. I'll just say this real quick. I always thought that if a woman says mixed signals, that it was a bad thing. Then you taught me about being persistent and not mixed feelings can be a good thing. Can you share it to the audience? Well, unfortunately, welcome. I don't remember exactly what I said there, but yes, being persistent can make or break things, okay? Mixed signals can be a sign that she's ambivalent about you. Change her mind. Make her think differently. Inspire her to think differently. Can you do it? Let's see. But please, guys, when someone gives you a hard red light, when somebody, says firmly, I'm not interested, respect that, okay? There's plenty of fish in the sea. And if you get dating coaching, you might be able to experience that for yourself. And welcome. What's your name? Because I did a consultation with you, but I don't know. Welcome. All right, guys, I got to go. So, guys, I hope you guys all feel very, very attacked, okay? Because I tried to attack you all hardcore and give you straight up truth bombs only. So, I hope you enjoyed it, guys. Anyone want to get a last minute roast? Wow, thank you so much, Lennon. Iman says, even when I started to disagree with what you were saying, you honestly made your case clearly. Wonderful to hear that. Thank you. Thank you, Iman. Juan Paul says, ask a woman her number. We already met. She passes me her number. Is true. I can't read that. And she never responded. I don't understand that. Yeah. All right. Should I go hard on Juan Pablo or not? I'll hold back. All right, guys. Thank you so much. Beardo. Knickknack says, hi, Beardo, and bye, Beardo. Joseph says, thanks again for your answer to my super chat question, and thanks for all you do. Thank you so much, Joseph. Beardo, do you have any last questions? Because you're in the live as well. Henny says, is the stress of being a new mom hitting you? No, actually. Henny, it's actually that I have decided not to sugarcoat it, and that you guys all need help. Massive help. Okay? And I've been silent for too long. So why don't I just tell you the truth? Okay? YOLO. You only live once. Think about that. Roughneck Delta gives an incredibly insulting, underhanded compliment to women worldwide. So, all right, guys. John says, how do you feel about men who cry in front of you? I freaking love it. I love to see the tears of my enemies. Okay? Crying pitifully beneath me. Klaus says, how should I know whether to break up with her? Break up. If you're even thinking that, break up instantly. Okay? Don't put her through hell. Okay? If you don't want her, get rid of her, because guess what? Someone else will. Okay? All right, guys. Akraf says, when's the next live? Whenever Beardo lets me. Okay? Because I live in his complete control, and I have to ask him permission for everything. Okay? Because he's my dom. So if you want me to do a live, you must go through Beardo first and make sure to address him with a capital B, okay? And only, that's why my non-linear life has no capitals, okay? Because that's what being a sub is. Beardo speaks as time to go back in your cage, Victoria. I must obey. Okay? Because that's how our relationship works. Okay? I do whatever he says. If he says, stop being mean right now, I must be completely silent. Okay? Unfortunate for you guys, because you guys only want virgins, you'll never experience the beauty of a relationship like this. John says, are you a stay-at-home mom? No, I'm not. Do I look like a stay-at-home mom? Do you think a stay-at-home mom would be on a live talking about virgins only? I don't think so. Henry says, Beardo knows how to keep his woman in check. And guess what? I know how to keep all of you guys in check. Okay? So that's how it goes, guys. Casey says, I'm cool with an experienced woman. Wow. Okay. Good for you. Okay. Do you want a prize? Do you want an award? Rare Prize says, you're mean. Yeah, I am. Okay, and guess what? Women can be mean. What? I thought they were angels. I'm sad. Kidding, guys. Kidding. Beardo speaks. After yelling at the chat for 2 hours, she's very feminine and submissive. Ha 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 ha. Very funny. Roughneck Delta, thank you so much. He says, the best part of these lives is when you roast the chat, lol. Thank you so much, Roughneck Delta. I appreciate that very much. And I give you Chad of the Night Award for being man enough to take it. Very good. Thank you so much. And Knick Knack, I give you Stacy of the Night. All right, guys, that's it for me. Goodbye, everyone. Goodbye. Have a wonderful night. See ya.